Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. NFT prices, as reported by an article on Cointelegraph, they said they're silently crashing. I'm going to give my thoughts on that. It is true that the NFT market is very, very illiquid. However, the thing is, people have been pumping up the price so much for NFTs, I think just on FOMO and fad. There really isn't any reason that like a stick figure would sell for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And over the weekend, or over so far over the weekend, you're seeing the price floor drop by 40%. Now, this is not to say NFTs are useless. It's over. Like NFTs are going to be no more. That's not true. NFTs have a lot of use in gaming, in art, and in music. But you need like actual good NFTs. You can't just have like random people like some online personality draw a stick figure and then sell it for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think that market may be starting to end, and that will actually, at least temporarily, may drop some of the prices for some of the NFT tokens. Because the long-term projection of these NFT tokens are going to be the NFT tokens that get like the branding deals from like Marvel or DC like Omi, or movies like King Kong versus Godzilla, like TVK. Those are actually going to be valuable because those brands and franchises actually have value, whereas your stick figure, and it's more like speculation, it doesn't really have all that much value because it doesn't really do anything. It's just a stick figure. And obviously anyone who gets Pokemon is going to just like rake and bank, obviously. But right now you're seeing like you're not really seeing a price floor because the NFT market's very illiquid. Like you have one selling for $300,000, but then if like all of a sudden people realize, hey, you know what, this is crazy, and then no one wants it anymore, it can easily drop from like 300,000 to 100,000, just like that, because people aren't willing to pay for it anymore. The amount of people willing to pay super high prices for these like unique early NFTs is very, very limited. Like I won't do it. I'm probably sure most people watching this won't pay like 100 ETH for a drawing with stick figure. It's basically like guys who have like too much money and don't know what to do with it, like Justin Sun, or a couple of like really early collectors. But once that market actually dries up, and once more NFTs come pump onto the market, besides the very first few, the rest of them aren't going to have too much value because right now it's on Ethereum, and that sort of protects the value because it costs $100 to mint an NFT on Ethereum. But as soon as Cardano and Polkadot come out, it might cost like 50 cents to mint an NFT. Like VeChain just adjusted their prices and now it costs 70 cents or 7 cents to mint an NFT. So NFTs, like basic NFTs minting by people, aren't going to be worth very much in the future. Like I plan to mint some Gato Fish NFTs, and if anyone wants to buy them, cool. But realistically, like I'm not going to spend $100 minting. I'm not going to mint them on Ethereum because of the fees. I'm going to mint them on like Cardano, Polkadot, or like VeChain or something like that. And through that, like I think it will saturate the market for NFTs that aren't actually really exclusive. I mean, you could make your own one-of-one NFTs, but if your brand has no value, then that NFT realistically has no value. So that's kind of my thoughts on it right now. I think like the price of these like random NFTs drawn by random people without a strong brand name will probably drop like a rock very soon. That might affect the overall NFT market. But the NFT market that has like the NFT players that have like the big licenses like Omi or TVK, or the ones who are making NFTs out of like their own games or their own in like virtual world, like tokenizing land, characters, whatever. I think those are going to be fine because those aren't really affected. Like Rareables might actually be affected because like that Rareables basically rides on the entire fad of high priced NFTs. And if Lindsay Lohan can't sell random drawings for like $100,000, then maybe like the FOMO for right now is over. But NFTs have their value, and the NFT market will continue to grow, even though it might temporarily shrink right now because of the crash of like these crappy NFTs that really don't have much value, but people have been FOMOing them. So I don't think it's a very good idea to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars buying NFTs at this point. You don't really know when the price floor is going to crash. It's basically crashed like 40% on Rareables right now, and it could crash much lower. But if you're buying NFTs, like special NFTs like Batman or Superman, like first editions, then those can be worth a lot of money in a few years. Because remember, like a first edition like insert Charizard is worth like $500,000 for some odd reason. Why? I have no idea, but people are willing to pay for that. So that's kind of like my thoughts on the NFT crash. I think this is inevitable. It was always going to happen. It was just a matter of when. And maybe that when is now. And we just might as well get it over with so we can actually have the actual utility of NFTs come in, because there is a lot of utility for NFTs. I think there's actually more utility for NFTs than DeFi. So that is my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.